Made the beat to my new single, "What Will You Exchange for Your Soul," and obviously it was made by me and such. So I'm gonna get it started. I was just doing a sound test, just thinking I recorded a lot, so I was gonna change the volumes and whatnot. But yeah, I'm gonna start with the main sample. I mean, everybody can kind of tell where the main sample came from. I'm not gonna say it because you know how YouTube be. Hopefully they won't still protect it. Um, so it goes like this. Oh shit, I'm tripping. Let me turn it up because I know I can barely hear that shit. So yeah, that's pretty much in the main sample. I mean for the hook in the hook. It's like kind of underneath my vocals in the track. I also had this other sample. I think it's a sample from Germany and stuff like that. So when you play it, it has this horn sample and piano, and like a lot of people probably think like cause that comes from like I don't want to say the name of the artist where I got it from. The sample they kind of sound similar. The original one with the main sample, they both have that jazzy feel, but this is actually coming from like a German track. It just sounds very similar. But yeah, here it goes. You know what I mean? So with that vocal sample and the horn, is definitely a good sounding vibe and whatnot. Then, you know, I added bass. I think it's just a regular bass guitar and stuff like that. Just pretty much just long notes, simple. Pretty simple. You know, the drums for the hook. I have like 3 sets of drums in this song. That's the type of vibe I just be trying to be different all the time. But yeah, um, I actually went through like a whole bunch of drums to make this track. Cause I'm very picky. When it comes to drums, I'm extremely picky. That's just how I am. I think drums and bass are like not as important as the instruments, but they hold a lot of weight. But without it, like they could ruin your track. But yeah, uh, I'll do the kick and the snare, but kind of like this for the part where the hook is. Wait, how come it's not playing the? Oh, it's probably the automation thing. What the fuck? I have no idea why it's not playing the snare. Let me try going over here. Oh, that's why. It's right here. My bad, my bad. Um, yeah. So yeah, these are the drums. snare. Yeah, like I said, the automation thing. So here it goes. This is how the drum in the hook sounds like. Yeah, so I put like a lot of effects on that snare, but just to make it like crush a little harder. Where did the snare come from? Yeah, it came from like some sample breakbeat type of vibe. Then I added this hi hat, I believe. It kind of gives me like a vibe of like trance or dance music from back in the day, but with the breakbeat, it kind of gives that rugged hip hop feel. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it when it comes to regarding the hook. It's pretty simple, I always say simple. If simple does the job, keep it simple. Stupid. Then what else did I have? Okay, then I had in the verse. I had a regular this kick and snare, two kicks and snares. It's kind of like two snares at the same time and a kick drum. So it kind of went like this. Pretty valid. Pretty is some dope trap pattern and stuff like that, and kind of switch it up on the fourth bar and stuff. But then again, it's still kind of simple, and that sample I had, that soul sample I had, I chopped. I think she was like doing these chants, and I put it. This how in the song, just to give it the verse to make the verse a little bit diverse than the hook, and it goes like this. Well, the fuck. You know, that gives it like a little soulful vibe during the part where I was rapping at and stuff like that. Makes it a little bit different. I think the bases is pretty much the same as the hook. I don't think I changed it. Looks to be the same exact thing. Yeah, it's the same exact thing throughout the whole thing. Then I had these they call it Vox. It's like choir chords. So it went like this. Kind of goes along with the that vocal sample that I got from the artist. Wait, why is it playing two of it at the same time? Oh, that's why. So let's play it again, and this is how it sounds. Yeah, just to give it a little extra tone to the instruments and whatnot, and the piano is pretty much the same. There's that German sample is from that German artist, but whatnot. It kind of it's the same thing in the hook, I believe. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for like the first verse. And the second verse, the only difference is I changed the drums. I made like another break beat. Sounds pretty fantastic. If you ask me, it's kind of different. So it kind of went like this. Is it this? Yeah. So actually, in the kick drum, it's still the same kick drum. I just use the hot. It really has a kick in the break beat, but the reason why I didn't use the kick, I chopped the yeah, I kind of chopped the low end, right here. Yeah, I chopped that down because it just wasn't loud enough. It wasn't like hitting. I really wanted to keep it, but it wasn't like hitting like that. Or maybe I had to spend a lot of time, and I kind of make these records like use the last 2 weeks before I release it, and I think I was running out of time, so I just like said let me use the kick I already had throughout the song and the verse and whatnot, and it all came together. Sounds good. That's kind of I think that was smart on my part. Just cut time, just use what I have instead of just trying to figure it out. Because like sometimes when you sample songs, it's hard to mix them to the best of your ability. Sometimes you got to cut out certain things for your voice to come in and for everything to sound good because these records were recorded on stuff from the '70s. Even though older music usually had better quality recording, like I ain't gonna front. Some people have like some shitty recordings these days, but this is pretty good. For what it is. But yeah, here goes the drum pattern for the second verse. I'm trying to play this shit together in unison. So this shit just want to play around. All right, here. That's pretty much it for that. But yeah, get a little diversity. A lot of times, like I feel like some people just be looping records, and not even if it's not a sample. Some things just be a big ass loop, and it just gets like tired. It's just like repetitiveness. It's just you're not changing shit up. We I think now it's like with the streaming and whatnot. I feel like everything sounds the same. It's becoming big repetitiveness, which makes it you know music could people gotta understand a genre could fall off. Genres fall off because of repetitiveness and things that sound the same and it's not being diverse. It's not being it could lose its spunk. And what I mean, you gotta really be out here changing and doing different things because people get tired and bored of sounds. I do. I know I do. You understand? You gotta really be trying to do things different, pushing the culture. Don't be always just thinking about I need to get a check. I need to get a check. No, push the culture, push a sound forward. Don't chase a hit record, chase a sound, chase your own sound. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much as far as the track goes. That's it. And play it in the background and whatnot. Um, yeah, man, but hold on. Yeah, but yeah, that's pretty much what the song's really about and whatnot. Um, that's what the beat, not the song's about, but that's pretty much how the beat was made and compiled. Honestly, I found that sample, the Sade sample, whatever. But I just randomly, I always had that record, and I think I sampled it with another beat, but it just never really. I didn't really do anything with it. It was just like, it was kind of whack or average. But like, this came out pretty good. And like, I just had the record just randomly there. I was like, oh, why I sample it? In fact, I think I saw her in a headline like on Facebook. And it just came to my head. I was like, hey, maybe I should throw it in there. And I didn't even think it was gonna work. And it panned out and it worked. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes you just hear about like an artist and be like, oh shit, let me sample them and shit like that. And the record just came out like that. Like. And this record, like, I ain't gonna front, not really, Apple Music, like, I had people playing that shit, like, 50 times in one day. I'm like, damn, that's fucking crazy, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't play nobody's song 50 times in one day. You know what I mean? So, it definitely is a vibe, I definitely love, using these soulful samples, man, because soulful samples is my thing, but I don't try to get stuck on just like sampling one type of sound and shit. Like, that's not my style, man. I got like many styles. Um, um, you know, pretty, but what the song really about is called, What We Exchange for Your Soul. You know, with that, I ain't even talking about like like no evil like satanic shit. I mean, maybe, but like I'm really talking about like people that selling themselves for like for money. They poisoning people for money. It is what it is. Like like I love drug culture, hip hop. You understand? I'm a big fan of it, but you poisoning people to just to get fresh and shit like that, get change and shit like that, or girls selling themselves for a couple of dollars and they getting butt ass naked. It is what it is, bro. Like for a couple of dollars, I think like selling yourself for losing your morality for money. That's really what the song is about. That's what that's really the subject what it's about. But it ain't really like spooky like evil shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people be like, oh shit, like sell your soul. Like what are you talking about? No, I'm talking about like doing things for less than. You gotta have morality because it comes with a price. When you sell out, it comes with a price. It's like, or if you selling, let's say you selling, even this, you selling drugs with your homie, and you gonna snitch on that shit. That's selling out, bro. That come with a price. You understand? That's gonna come with a price. No matter how, what way you look at it, that shit come with a price. You understand? You understand? Just like anything, man. Anything you do come with a price, whether good or bad. You know what I mean? But I would say, man, stay away from that shit. Never sell out. Never ever sell out, bro. That shit ain't the way. That shit ain't jiggy. That shit ain't right. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much what the song about. You know what I mean? You gotta go with love and unison. You heard? That's the real way to make it, man. But yeah, man, that's pretty much what the song about, man. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm out, man. Strapped for time. I'm trying to stay longer, but got a couple things to do. You heard? I'm out for y'all. Plus I gotta eat. I'm hungry. I ain't eat all day, bro. All I had was like some tea I drank and some water, bro. A little bit left over, so I'm hungry, bro. I'll be working so hard, bro. I forget to eat. But yeah, I'm out.